Welcome back. It's Thundersport GB at Brands Hatch for round 1 of 2015. We saw a decent GP1 race earlier that was won by number 74 in the background there, Curtis Wright. This man here though, Phil Crowe, will be looking to reverse that, try and get himself that win on the board. There is Craig Neve. Craig's made it onto the grid. Well done, Craig. Out there on the Craig Neve Racing Kawasaki. And Craig Mack scaffolding sponsorship for this year. Further back there you've got Adam Shelton, number 61, 224, Barry Teasdale, as we mentioned. A number of other riders as well that have featured at the top end of most Thundersport championships over the last few years, and away we go. The big bikes screen down towards turn 1 now. Since this morning's opening race, the weather has closed in somewhat, a lot more overcast, cooler temperatures, track temperatures dropped by a good 10-15 degrees, a lot cooler out there. We were wearing shirts this morning, we are definitely wearing jackets this afternoon. Here we go then into Graham Hill Bend, and Curtis Wright got away really well once more on the BMWs. Further back you can see there, number 194, Bill Callister, one of our Royal Marines Motorsport riders. But it is a sensational start once more for Curtis Wright, number 74 there on the Stony Stanton rider on the BMW. Just like he did in race 1, he's got away from the line very well. Let's see where Phil Crowe is. He's got some work to do, but he is up into second place, and he's got Adam Shelton with him. Adam Shelton there on the Scruffs machine, just up the inside. Oh, really wide there for the Bob Henderson Racing Kawasaki we're on board with of Barry Teasdale. And into Druids, and he's wide again around here. That's Craig Neve just up ahead of him. And number 35 there is Shane Pearson. Shane out there on the Melted Sliders Kawasaki, last year's Golden Era Superbike champion. So moving up into this class for this season, and keep an eye on Shane. Good, solid rider, and he'll certainly start climbing those results screens as the year goes on. You cannot win the championship in this opening round. You can certainly lose it. We've seen a number of riders over the years that have been cursed by crashing and either picking up injuries or spending a lot of money through crashes at the opening round. At the moment though, race 2, it's Curtis Wright that leads, but that gap that he has out front has come down already as Phil Crowe chases him down. A solid third there for Dave Brook. Further back there is Barry Teasdale on board with him now, looking up ahead to that Scruffs Kawasaki of Adam Shelton, number 61. There he is, orange bike, black leathers, last year's runner-up in the Superstock 600 and Sportsman Elite 600 Championship. He lost that to the race leader that you're looking at here, Curtis Wright, and now he's left the door open and the experienced Phil Crowe swallows him up. He's going to run wide himself though, and that is the only problem with that move. You're going to have to keep a tight line if you want to hold on to your advantage, but whatever happens here, Curtis Wright knows he's in a race because Phil Crowe has closed in on him. First race Curtis had in his pocket really, no one came even close to him. It looks like he's going to have company throughout this one. Phil Crowe takes this nice wide swooping line which gives him plenty of drive, exiting Druids, both completely different lines into Graham Hill Bend. Curtis knows he's there because he's defending that line through Graham Hill Bend, but here comes Phil again. Phil will certainly try and have a look here as we round Surtees and head in towards Clearway Corner, and this time Curtis blocks his path and tells Phil, you're going to have to go the long way round, pal. Here we go, around Clark Curve. This might work out reasonably well for Phil Crowe. They're almost side by side as they make their way around Clark Curve and onto the start-finish straight. Flat out for these machines as we head down towards Paddock Hill to complete another lap, and that's it. That's the thing with Brands Hatch. There is no rest for the wicked. It may only be 6 turns around here, but it is so technical as we see Kingsley Ruddy a bit further back there, just inside the top 8. Having a decent battle with Adam Revel, Michael Neves, Shane Pearson's up there. Sam Boyers, last year's pre-national 600 champion. There he is, pre-national 1000 champion. There he is, number 169. And Bill Callister going through once more. He's about to be lapped though. Here come the race leaders. Oh, they're going to get themselves in a right pickle here. James Weir Dunn just has the leaders going either side of him. And it's Curtis Wright with the inside line, but Phil Crowe, the former champion, around the outside. Both of these riders have had championships in this series, Thundersport GB. One more recent than the other. Curtis Wright, last year's 600 champion, against Phil Crowe, who is turning to roads in the this stage of his career at the moment. And I have to admit, as soon as I saw Phil Crow showing him a front wheel. I thought that might just be all over, but Curtis Wright is putting on a good show. There is number 16, Carl Simpson, who's currently leading the pre-national thousands. He's in 12th place overall, having a good run out. And this is where you have problems in this race. Oh, poor Jonathan Panther has to sit up. And I would imagine he may well have a stain in the backside of his leathers there, as he has Curtis Wright one side of him and Phil Crow the other. There is last year's pre-national thousand champion. Someone's gone down. That's the horrific sound into Clearways. And that is Teo Papadopoulos. Well, they're supposed to smash plates, not smash bikes up. And, around Clearway corner there, Teo, rookie for this season. He'll certainly learn from that, and we'll see him back out hopefully at the next round. Hopefully he's all right, because it's a very fast part of the circuit to be going down, and normally high sides. There's Michael Neves, 33, just going through your shot. Michael's just inside the top 10 overall, up ahead of Pearson. There's a mighty battle going on actually there between sort of 7-8 riders, and they're all valuable points that they're trying to get. There is 71 Phil Crow trying to find a way past Rory Parker, number 90. Rory Parker, who's currently in 22nd place, has been up at the sharp end of GP1s before. Oh my word, they're finding their way through. Here's Barry Teasdale looking up ahead towards Dave Brook, who's ahead of him out on circuit. Dave Brook in 4th place and around. Oh, now Barry Teasdale pulling in here. Maybe a problem here for Barry Teasdale. He pulls out of the race. Well, there you go, and that will move up a number of riders further back. He was in 5th place at the time, so Shelton moves ahead of him, Adam Revel, Kingsley Ruddy, etc. Now your leaders are just going down into Graham Hill there, but there's 3 or 4 riders just up ahead of them. Look out for number 71 and 74. 71 Phil Crow, 74 Curtis Wright. Here we go then into Surtees, and they're putting a lap on Dan Shaler there. Curtis Wright going up the inside, Crow going around the outside, but there's not much room. This is fantastic racing between these boys. Phil Crow and Curtis Wright, both experienced at different levels. Phil far more experienced at Thundersport GB in terms of the big bikes. Few rain spots there on the camera lens. 1 lap to go. It's getting colder and the clouds are closing in. Who's it going to be? Crow or Curtis Wright? Crow it is that has the advantage at the moment on the BMW ahead of Curtis Wright. They're both on BMWs, in fact, just to make it all the more confusing. Further back there is Sam Boyers up ahead of number 31, Colin Parker. There's Callister just up ahead of Peter Brand. And then 338 is Mark Greenslade. But it looks like Phil Crow is going to get one back on Curtis Wright. Curtis isn't close enough unless this traffic plays a big part around Clark Curve, and onto the start-finish straight we go. And the former champion is back to winning ways at Thundersport GB. Phil Crow wins it here, and he knows he's been in a race. That was good stuff from him and Curtis Wright. Craig Neve wins the Superstocks with Dave Brook on the left and Adam Shelton on the right in the pre-national thousands. In the Superstock thousands, it's 4 points now between Adam Shelton and Craig Neve. Barry Teasdale not far behind either. He's in 3rd, ahead of Dave Brook, Adam Revel and Shane Pearson there. Hey, Craig Neve. Craig, I'm not going to talk even about the fact that you missed the first race, so we'll just talk about that one. A really intense race, a decent field as ever, and you're on the top step again.
Yeah, unbelievable race, really. It's been such a difficult weekend. Everything's gone wrong, crashes, punctured radiators, and and it's really good to have a battle with Dave Brook at the end there. He's riding really well. Wish I didn't give him any advice on the gearing, because it nearly shot myself in the foot, but fair play to Dave. Really enjoyed the race.
Always good to have you with us though, Craig, and I'm sure you got a few people to thank.
Yeah, really enjoying it with Thundersport. I'd like to say thanks to Colmac Scaffolding and Derek Humberson at Flexi Hydraulic. Cheers.